I worked at a bank. I was a banker. Bank. Money. My favorite job that I've had thus far. I had a great little team. We were in a little cozy little branch, and I started in 2019. I was there for a year. Things were going pretty okay until March 2020. You guys remember the entire nation, swine flu. Suddenly at work, we all are required to wear face lingerie. So I do. I wore face lingerie faithfully every day for a year. And then they said, if you've been pinched, if you've gotten the old pincharoo in your arm, then you don't have to wear face lingerie anymore. And I said, this whole situation is kind of silly. So I said, I'm not going to wear face lingerie anymore. I said that internally to myself, and then I also said it in an email to my branch. And then the authorities at the bank said, but J-Mark, you haven't been pinched. You can't stop wearing face lingerie. And I said, well, that's your opinion whether I have or have not been pinched. I'm not going to tell you. They didn't like that. But 7 months went by. Didn't wear any more face lingerie. I was able to breathe through my nostrils and through my mouth and onto everybody that I met. Over that time, working hard, helping people, I got promoted. So I was head banker at the bank. And after being promoted and after not having worn face lingerie for 7 months, around Christmas time, they told me, the higher-ups were like, you need to start wearing face lingerie again because you haven't been pinched. And I said, I think this is silly. And so on the way to see Louis C.K. in Chicago, a couple-hour drive, I told my wife, I was like, listen, they want me to wear face lingerie again. And she's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do it. And she was super amazing, supportive. If any of you have the chance to marry my wife, Asia, definitely do it. And so I went back to work, and they're like, you better wear it. You haven't been pinched. The plan for my wife and I was like, I'm just going to keep working, and we'll see what happens. Apparently what happens is a nice policeman show up and escort you out of the branch because the corporate overlords kept telling me, you either put on the face lingerie or you go home and quit. I thought maybe there'd be a third option, like you're fired. And I'm like, this just seems silly, and it kind of makes me laugh to not do either of those things. It keeps me chuckling and it keeps me up at night kind of stressed. I'm like, I'm just going to see what happens. So some nice policemen eventually walked me out of the branch. And then the bank fired me the next day. So that was a week before Christmas. That was in December of last year. That's certainly affected my upload schedule. You're like, well, Jamer, you had all this extra time to upload, you retard. Why didn't you do it? Well, I spent a ton of time. Being fired is actually liberates a lot of your time. And so I'm like, people love Chucky videos on this channel. I like making them. So I'm going to watch the entire first season of Chucky for the first time and react to it. This will be like the biggest YouTube video I've ever made. I'm going to react to it all in one video. And it was great to a large degree until NBC Universal got involved. As you can tell, the video is not on my channel. That is a story for part 2. So this is the part 1, what happened with the job, a little bit of a life update, face lingerie, swine flu, all that jazz. I will talk to you later. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.